You're live.
Well, I call the meeting to order. What are our minutes from last?
Meeting on 6/4/25. Meeting called to order at 6:03 p.m. In attendance was Taylor Norton, Kyle McCart, Josh Fenton, Victor Aguilera, Tyler Bumgardner, Taylor Burkhart, Mike Woods, Michelle Kincaid, Will Crook, Melody Davis, and Kenny, and I did not catch Kenny's last name. And we didn't sign in sheet, correct?
No, I don't think so. We can.
Melody and Taylor still working on insurance for fire department, town and township. They're going to ask about a liability on cemeteries. They're getting back together with Kyle and the insurance representative to finalize. Melody bought a new computer and the Tom's Web computer program. The program is $1,295 per year. Starting next month, meetings will be live. Melody bought a webcam for this. Melody is going to set up a township website in the future. Fire contract was brought up. The total budget is $15,500. $5,334 township will pay towards insurance. $4,800 will be kept for clothing allowance. Fire department will get remaining $5,366. That will be divided into 2 installments. They will receive $2,683 on June 30th and December 31st. Will made a motion to approve contract. Michelle second motion. Vote went 3 yeas, 0 nays. Motion passed. Melody passed out the financials up through March of 2025. Will made a motion to approve. Mike made a second motion. 3 yeas, 0 nays. Motion passed. Discussion on the township documents and if they are kept in a safe. Melody is going to get a safe. Melody is going to check into how to get rid of the excess documents, how far back we can go, and what is the procedures. Aaron Morrison with the Genealogy Club met Melody at Union Hill Cemetery. Aaron showed Melody how to clean stones and what to use. They also dug up a lot of yucca plants.
Yucca plants.
Old Town is next on the list. Tyler Bumgardner is looking into getting signs with a couple of places for Union Hill. Will is going to help Tyler with getting the cistern taken care of. A member returned their clothing allowance from fire department. Kyle discussed cost of new hoses for fire department trucks, also cost of new and refurbished radios for fire trucks, and the members, they will expire with new update. Kyle is getting an estimate for hoses. Tyler voiced concerns about how much the fire trucks go to Ladoga to help if it was necessary. Kyle said that we have a mutual aid agreement. Kyle discussed fundraisers. Fire department is discussing they are checking into looking having food trucks. Melody suggested they advertise that the fire department be rented. Will made a motion to adjourn meeting. Mike made a second. Meeting adjourned at 8:21 p.m.
Is there a motion to accept these minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
All set.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Old business.
I haven't gotten a safe yet. I need to work on that. I've been bombarded with the program. And the cemeteries, I'll get to that. It's just been too hot to get over there and do
Oh, I
that.
understand.
There's a tree down over there. We gotta get it. I'm gonna have Danny go over there and cut it out, but, I've got that on the list, so.
And you got everybody got all the information I forwarded on all the different cemeteries and a lot of them were plotted out years ago and those plots still exist. I sent you links.
I saw.
Almost all of it we get through the library. And
Okay.
I think all of it is actually digital.
It's all digital,
It's all
so we have to get on the links to get it.
But it shows, there's several different ones, but it shows all the cemeteries. There's several more we don't really know about that are out there. They're just little bitty ones. WPA during the Depression came out and they marked pretty much all the graves, and they showed where veterans were buried. And some of the information on the cemeteries does say who's in it, but rarely does it show where they are. So
So rarely, so you really don't have a map.
well, we have a map of exactly where the cemetery is. A lot of them it shows all the plots,
But not who's in it.
but not who's in it. Some of them show the plots where the veterans are buried,
Okay,
but laymen are not shown.
okay. Okay, so is that stuff we can get on there and print off?
Yeah, I just don't have a printer at home.
Okay, yeah, I've got a printer, I just haven't had a chance to.
Gives the names of the cemeteries and all that.
Okay. I don't have any other little business that I can think of.
Fire protection?
Cause you got,
Doing that.
we got the, fire contract signed at the last meeting, and then I gave him his check for June, and then he'll get, the other one in December. And,
That's what the state makes it. You have to put it in just two pieces.
well, that's how a lot of the contracts read.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's, how the attorney, set it up, and that's how some of the other fire departments were set up too, so.
I know the state was changing a lot of them. They wouldn't allow you to give money for something that hadn't already occurred.
Okay, okay,
Like the mowing, you couldn't give all the money until the mowing was.
so it was done, okay,
Here are part of the agreement, those are updated certifications
okay,
that the guys have gotten since the last meeting.
okay,
They went through a vehicle extrication, operations and technician class with Waving Fire. It was free, so they're certified to do vehicle extrication. I still have 2 or 3 people that went through the class. I don't have their certifications yet. Those are the ones I do have.
okay,
So we were talking about fire hose the last go round. The hose that most people that I've talked to locally is kind of using like key fire hose. It's roughly, it's about $8,000. $8,000, yeah, $8,006 is roughly the price that we kind of come up with.
2006?
Yes.
Thank you.
Roughly. And that's pretty much to outfit the engine with all brand new hose.
Just the engine?
Yeah, the tanker's hose is brand new, came with the truck. And we were also talking about radios. Radios for us is, I would feel more of a priority because these radios are pretty old and they're going like defunct. They're EF Johnsons, we've had them since probably 2010, roughly, I don't remember, Will, 2010.
Quite a lot of
The batteries, they no longer make those radios. The batteries are pretty much all junk. We worked with Ladoga. Ladoga had EF Johnsons. They donated what batteries they had to get us through. As far as batteries, they don't make them anymore. So the radios aren't working like they're supposed to. I talked to Reggie from Ladoga. They have been purchasing refurbished from a dealer in North Carolina. It's a DLC Trading. And they're APX 6000 radios, which is pretty much one of the newer models out there. And it comes with, it's the radio, an antenna, a battery, a charger, a holder, and a mic. So it's basically a full outfit for $1,700 a radio. And
Wait a second.
I got it for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Don't know on the warranty of them, but Ladoga's purchased roughly 10 of them, I believe, through this guy. They work fine, and so they're just remanufactured. They're up to date. I don't know the warranty, like I said. For 5 of them was about $8,700. I would like to, if we could, purchase 10. That's $17,500.
No. I don't need.
You're fine.
Is this, what about radios for the trucks?
I don't have a price on those. I just did the portables.
But you have to replace.
Correct. It would be down the line. Right now, those work just fine.
Okay.
It's the ones that we carry personally that
The update won't affect that.
it will,
Okay.
but those are different. I don't have a price on those. So these, like I said, they work just like they're supposed to. With something that I would rather try to get out first because more, more used than the truck ones. So
And those will work with the new programming.
correct. These they are. It says they are phase P25, phase 1 and 2 capable. Right now our radios are not phase 2. So, like I said, it's like you can see it. It says 5 by
87.
8750 just for the 5, but I would like to try to get 10 so that way we can try to update a lot of it.
Okay, is that something we take out of the Cume Fire?
Well, we would have to.
Yeah,
We would have to have. Sorry. Because I don't think our budget's that high in Cume, is it?
Yes. Should be about 70,000, I think.
Well, we would have, that's
Yeah.
appropriations.
Is it?
Do you know what our budget is, or what the normal budget is? Because if it's not that much, we would have to have a public meeting for appropriations.
I'll go ahead and pass this out. I think it has 25 and 26 on it. This is a new budget estimate, Form 1. It's got this year's and next year's on there.
So is our Cume Fire 26.5 a year? Because I didn't think it was that high.
Yeah. And we're not spending any of that.
So yeah, there would be enough in there for
And
that.
here's the thing, I'll go into, I'll skip down and go into this, well, that's for, 2026 is for this capital improvement plan. Yeah. If that would start. We have a capital improvement plan that we need, that's what the newspaper write-up was about. It had to be, put in the paper, and we need to adopt that tonight. There's a resolution here,
Shouldn't we do this fire thing first?
yeah, but, real quick, it's, if we don't use everything in the general, you have to take, what you have left over and pay like, where's the unrestricted funds and have, if it's not used up by the end of the year, 30% of the cash balance at the end of the year 2026 will have to be transferred to Township Road and Maintenance Fund. So
No.
we don't wanna do that, so we wanna keep it here.
I went out, and I might be wrong, and was researching that.
Yeah.
It's for general, I think everything but township. And the way I took it was, if you don't come up with a plan on saying this is what we're gonna spend our unused money on, they can't take that money.
Yeah, we've got the plan. I got it.
So that's the way it works?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you got a plan, they can't take it.
Okay.
We've got a plan, and that's what we're gonna adopt tonight. So, for the reference, we will need to use that up if there's any left over for next year, I guess, that'll be in 26, so. Okay, let's go back to your, what you were talking about, the radios,
Well, we have the money,
yeah.
and it's the
Like I
best
said,
that we need.
I've talked with Mike several times about radios and working through like SDI and trying to get stuff. And we were trying to get grants and stuff, but, you know, it's like winning the lottery sometimes, you know, this is something to get us by for a while until something like that can happen, you know, at least we're functional.
So what do you do with the old radios?
They just,
They're turning into doorstops.
yeah, pretty
They're
much.
dead.
Yeah.
I have a question. Am I reading this right? And it's 26.5 for the King Fire.
Correct.
Okay, if you did 10 radios at 17.5 and the fire hoses, was that 8,006?
Yeah, it was 8,000.
That's 25,506. We would still have a little bit left if you did both.
Yeah, that's, you guys, I think he was gonna try to have a
I was
campaign.
trying to work on something else on the hose. We discussed it previously, and I was just throwing out the quote that I had. I was trying to get multiple quotes from people so that way I can compare prices, but getting dealers to get back to me right now has not been the greatest thing.
We have that option before the end of the year.
Before the end of the year, right?
So at least time, I do have this one, and I would really get 2 to 3 quotes on the hoses before I just purchase right out the door. So I just want to at least throw that one out there. This is the quote that I had. So if we could hold off on that one temporarily, I would rather focus on the radiators.
What if I make a motion, and you tell me if this sounds okay, that we do the 10 radios with the option of later on in the year hoses?
I'll second that.
Let me write it down.
Even have to have the option of hoses in there later, I mean, can you do a motion later on the hoses?
Well, I think that just leaves it open so we don't have to have,
So
wait
we
for another
remember
meeting.
about- Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, I see it. After he gets the quotes,
But I mean, if we've got the money there for both,
yeah.
There's a motion that's been seconded. All in favor?
aye.
All right,
Aye.
Thank you. And the last thing that I have, I've been talking with Crawfordsville, as far as EMS, you know, the ambulance. I know Township kind of washed their hands of it, just trying to give some updates as we go. We were asked if we would be interested in one of their ambulances. They're updating them all. They gave us the option if we wanted to have it or not. I would like to update it.
Is it a donation?
As far as I know. Not stating anything yet, it's the beginning stages. The ambulance will still be in Crawfordsville until at least October, because they need it for the big Ironman races that they've got going on. If we do get it, it is a 2018, which is 11 years newer. Maintenance records on it, there's nothing physically wrong with it at all. They're just updating everything.
What's the chassis?
It's the Ford pickup style,
Okay.
the 450, 550.
Yeah, super. Well, that means it's a little easier to service.
Don't quote me, it may be 4-wheel drive, I don't know. I don't know if it's a 4-wheel drive. But I know that they had some new power load cots and a power load system. I don't know if they're having helpful because one of those roughly runs like $30,000. So, and then the new cost probably equivalent.
So that would come with it
Presumably. Bought all brand new cardiac monitors, so I've been trying to see if I can get one of the old ones because ours is out of date too. I mean, it's not out of date, it works, it's just older and trying to update stuff as we go. So I was told everything was sitting on a pallet, so I'm trying to see what we can work on as a deal in there. So
So,
All offers are subject to change.
Power.
yes, it's a power cot and
And what was the other?
it's a power load system. The cot locks into it, you hit one button, you don't even have to lift up on it. It's all mechanical.
And, yeah,
Monitor.
Did you ever ask about the insurance of what the difference is between that new one and the one you guys have?
Just started. Haven't done any of that yet. Haven't done any of that yet, so.
And I think they insure them as replacement cost.
Mhm.
So it wouldn't change, I don't think it would change your, because if you're insured for replacement cost, that means you're insured for a brand new ambulance. Versus its actual value.
Okay. I'm insured for
Yeah, I'm-
vehicles.
yeah, we need to have that
How they do that.
insurance review, and you get that.
I gotta talk to her at some point this week. We were talking at our meeting. We have some guys that as a department, one of our trainings that we're trying to do, the insurance company puts on an EVOC class, and it's free. So
What's that?
it's driver operator kind of stuff, maneuvering vehicles around.
say that again, EY?
EVOC, EVOC. They put it on. I know we did one several years ago.
Well, it came along with the grant for the new
Brush truck.
engine.
Was it brush truck?
I thought it was the engine.
Maybe it was the engine. Because we did it at Brownsburg.
Yeah.
Insurance puts this on?
Mhm.
Okay.
I think the biggest thing I remember, cover your pedal. I'm like, cover your pedal. They're just thinking ahead.
But as far as that's all that I have. Other than, I mean, Melody knows it's been very busy this year.
Yeah.
The last calculation,
Yeah.
we are almost 90 runs up from where we were at last year.
So do you get, every time you go down to the, recovery center, you get the bill them, or how does that work?
As long as we're transporting, most of the stuff.
Only if you transport?
Yeah, most of the stuff that goes out of there, we end up transporting most of the time. I mean, not every time, most of
But
the
a lot of times?
Mhm.
So are you getting money back from the?
We have Swiss insurance companies.
Yeah.
Or building companies, I'm sorry.
Have you been getting money here?
We just switched.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a lot better, more efficient. It's who Crawford uses. It's who most of the, like Avon, Plainfield, Danville, Brownsburg, a lot of the big departments use them. So the other insurance company or building company told us that we didn't transport enough for them. So we needed to look at somewhere else. In this building company, they said they have a department in the state that only transports 3 runs a year in they'll build. So it doesn't matter.
So who puts the info into the insurance? Yeah,
Well, when we're doing the run reports, you select the insurance payment on there. And then you fax, when you go to the hospital, they give you a sheet that has all that information on it. You put it all in your report, and insurance, so the billing company pulls the report and they send the bill. I don't have nothing to do with it, other than
Yeah.
filling out the report, they get all the insurance information and they send the bill.
okay. Then when you get a payment, how often is that? After
Just
every
depends on
time, or is it
transport.
only quarterly, or?
It depends on transport. So if we transport 5 runs this month, depending on how long it takes for insurance to bill, or the billing company to bill them, and the insurance to pay it, could be a month, could be less.
So do you get one for every run that's been billed, that if you
Yeah.
get the money,
You
or is it,
It depends on the
they
insurance
add it
company.
up and then send you one check?
It depends on the insurance company. Some of
Yeah.
them will pay some. I mean, you're not guaranteed to make something on everyone.
Right,
I mean, it's no different anywhere
Right.
across the state. You're not guaranteed to get something. So.
Quick question. I thought Star got mad and pulled up stakes and left.
So
The other day I was lost and I'm like, Good God, it's a brand new Star facility.
Which we're at Brazil.
No, here.
So they're still here, but they're just doing the hospital style. They're not doing
Okay.
the,
Transported
Yeah.
around, they're just.
yeah,
doing
they're just hospital, nursing home kind of. They,
Okay.
they have, I believe they have like county coverage in like Clay County, and
Okay.
they're back up for Putnam, and they're everywhere.
They're over by my work.
Yeah.
10th Street
Is there
Country
one?
Club.
Oh, yeah.
There's one around in there.
Well, I guess it's now you, Weldon.
Okay. This Tom's Web program, the training person through the Tom's Web, she just trained you how to use the program. We had to put everything in there from the beginning of the year. So Taylor said she uses Chrome consulting firm. I contacted them, and Michelle Davis, I think is her last name. She helped me get all this entered in. So now I just start from where we're at, because it's like a lot of work. And also, from what I've been, it's always a good idea to have two people kind of going over the budget, not just myself. So I told her I would have her help with that every year. And with the Tom's Web thing, as I get familiarized with it, I'll just take that whole thing over. But I bought some, it prints out checks. I bought some envelopes, so that they should last a long time. So I get on there and I put an invoice in, and then it records it, and then it has all my bank reconciliations. It's basically my checkbook, and it prints all the reports, and so all your checks will be printed off and all that. So I got a bunch of bank reconciliations, and she advised that I have people sign the recon reports. So she was gonna make up a form. I said, I can make up the form, just to show that you've reviewed, and that these are balanced. So there's a bunch of them now. Oh, I didn't get July's in yet. I mean, June's in yet. I just got that statement, so I didn't have time to do that, but we'll start with January. And the top page.
Okay, just a ledger.
Yeah, of the program, and there's copies for you guys. So take the copy off. The top copy's mine. I
Okay.
just need a signature, and then you guys can have a copy. You can get one copy. You can review that. Just keeps track of
Oh,
all
now I read the thing.
So it's gonna be helpful. It's just been a lot. It's like I'm trying to do a full-time job, part-time to get this thing going, but I'm getting there. And it'll be help with the annual financial report at the end of the year, and so it's real helpful. It just was a lot of entering information in at the beginning to get the thing going. So I think we're pretty much caught up, and she's on vacation this week, so I was gonna have her go over with me when I reconcile the June statement. I think all I do is go in there and check off the checks. I think you got a check that's outstanding.
I have no idea where it would be.
I don't know.
Cleaned out my truck.
Yeah, and I haven't done the payroll yet. There's a program that you have to purchase separately, this programming, the Tom's Web, and it is, it's $400 for the first year, and then I think it's $200. Pretty much keeps track of all the tax information and everything. And it'll print out W-9s and all your tax forms at the end of the year. So this is gonna be a good program. It's 4 townships only. And here's this is another report printed out. This is just one page. It doesn't have to sign out. I didn't want it.
Yeah, we definitely need to stop doing township assistance in the queue.
What's that?
Oh, I didn't realize the queue was that
I did it all.
high for township assistance.
Oh, yeah, I did not have to give anything out just once this year. And it was less than, it was only like $100, I think, is on there. I've had people call for applications, but nobody follows through with it.
I thought you said at the last meeting you had an appointment the next day.
Yeah, I did, I gave out one assistance,
Okay.
just one. I helped with some, the new Ross Town Hall bill and a, propane bill.
A propane bill, because someone
That
called
already,
me.
that had already been delivered, it wasn't
This person was,
somebody called me, but they never have filled out the application.
okay. Because I knew they asked her to pick it up, and I said the town hall.
Yeah,
And I said that if you can't reach the town hall during business hours, to get a hold
Yeah.
of you and see if you couldn't meet up with them.
yeah, I talked to them and they said, well, like they was gonna pick that up, last week, so
Okay.
I need to check my mail before I leave town today. So those are the reports I have, yeah, I've only had that one quarterly.
We kind of talked about cemetery updates already.
Yeah, and, I say it's been hot, and that guy, he was busy that 1 month, so I thought, we'll wait till it cools off a little bit. Try to have him come back out again, and he showed us how to do a lot of the stuff, so we can find manpower. Says that's what it says.
Oh.
Did you find anything out about the cistern?
My neighbor, Phil,
Okay,
he does a lot of excavating.
Okay.
So he's gonna save up some, rocks and junk and then just fill it up.
okay, that'll work.
Have you ever thought about contacting the probation officer for people needing,
I asked this guy that's coming out, that's on the historical
that they
society.
do more harm than good?
No, he said he's trying to get people from that program and they never then follow through, and he's trying to get Boy Scouts and this and that. And I posted it different times, and we just been going over there doing a little bit at a time of what we can.
Okay, new business.
Oh, did you find anything out about signage?
Oh, Tyler was working on
Was
that,
he
but I
working on
haven't
it?
heard
Okay.
anything back.
Okay, so I think, somebody said something about getting a hold of, old Pioneer cemeteries, something, there's an organization that can help out with, they usually help out with, signs. Let me give you,
Is that an Indiana thing or a national thing?
I'm not sure, let me give you the number here.
Just text it to me.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. She's on her DAR. I had the board meeting with the DAR, and I've been real busy. So if you can handle it with her to see how, because she redid it of her family,
Okay,
and she's the one that he told me to get a hold of her, I was like, well, I know her, but if you could help me out with that, doing that part of it, that would help. I'll get you her number.
Pioneer Cemetery Association.
I think the way this, Aaron Morrison led on, like there is some funding out there for things like this. That we just,
For cemetery cleanup,
yeah, for restoring the pioneer cemeteries.
and you said Aaron Morgan.
Morrison,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And that one's
And Pioneer what?
It's a pioneer cemetery association that I've heard that can help with restorations.
Wasn't it Tyler that was gonna check on signs?
yes.
I just need to remember. I just have had with the programming and doing all this and the budget and there's still some stuff I need to do for the cap, which is a action. It's I forget what they call it. We have to. There's some things we had at the last audit.
Yeah.
Some things we have to do, and that, but I had to get through this budget thing first, and that's been a lot of hours in that. And then this capital asset thing popped up, all that's new. So then we were working on that. And then working on all these reports and getting all that stuff entered into the program off all the bank statements from the beginning of the year. So get all that caught up, then I'll have some time to do some of the extra stuff. So that's what I have on that. And then the new business was a capital asset protection, capital improvement plan. And that had to be advertised in the newspaper. And I've got a resolution here. We need to adopt this. Because like I say, 30% of the estimated cash balance at the end of 2026 will have to be put into a township road and maintenance fund unless that money is built into a capital improvement plan. Basically what I did was Michelle from the Crown company, consulting, financial consulting, she's on the fire department too, where she's from. I think she's from the Anderson area. So she's the one that was telling me about this, and she was saying that if I sent her your wish list of everything that was down the road. So if we have any money left over, it's basically what we went off of. Just I don't have to give 30% to for roads. She said she didn't think a lot of fire departments or townships even knew about it yet.
I would
So
think that would be more for the bigger cities.
yeah. So here was this plan. She put this together. And this one thing, I gave her that. Kyle had given me on that his wish list and updates that needed in the year. And she made the plan up with that.
What's this $727,000 in? $727,700.
Adjusted balance. That's probably what we would have in there on, it's 1/1/27. They said she's the one that put this together, so, she was looking at our budget and our funding, and she's came up with this. And here, on page 38 talks about how we would use some of that money out of general, radios, ambulance.
Out of general.
Yeah, this is only money left over out of general fund.
We can't use that for fire department stuff.
Oh, you can't?
No,
Nothing out of general?
no, only fire and the Cume fire can be used for fire stuff. General is just what we have listed in our general.
Okay, well, we could, see.
Well, you could take well, I see what you're saying.
We can't bring like any fire stuff out, am I wrong?
I don't
Out
know.
of general? If it's fire department stuff?
Well, you have to have I'd have to see the change in the law to
I don't know.
make any real comment. Because, you have to have a plan to use the money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, what are the restrictions of that plan?
And is our general usually have much left over?
no.
See,
No.
some of these numbers, I don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's just projected expenses. She put it together. And they had,
Well, I think you're
VGL.
putting the balances in there too.
yeah,
But 300,000, is there even that in our checking account?
what's the, you guys got the, original form. What's the ending balance on that? Those, ending balance of,
I'm trying to see when this is.
I think 6.
There's 18 in the rainy day and 88,000 in the
yeah,
township
it
fund.
is.
Nothing in the excess levy, 76 in assistance, and then the rest is all fire.
Yeah,
So what's the,
We haven't spent anything out of general yet?
yeah, we have.
Then, see, on what you gave me, I'm sorry, I'm
no,
sorry.
go ahead.
We started out with 88,879.23 in the township fund, I'm assuming that's general. But that's what we have left?
I mean, I don't have that paper here. Where's the, like,
It
reconciliation?
shows 8/1
Where's the bank?
to 8/31/25.
Those, these guys take.
So that's not what this is? Month end balance sheet?
That came from the program. I printed that off. Did you guys get your copy of the?
Yeah.
Okay, I already got the copies. So this is 6/30.
Is there any way you can make this bigger? Because I'm struggling.
I know, I told her I was struggling too. That's what she did.
If I don't have my glasses,
The
I take a
bank-
picture.
the bank
of it
register
and lay it on
balance.
the phone.
That's what I'm gonna have to do.
So the bank register balance at the end of, on 6/30, it was $344,934.67.
This thing here is from 8/1/25 to 8/31. So, yeah, these numbers don't make any sense on this one.
Yeah, that's what I was, because it doesn't show we've taken anything out of anything.
No, it isn't. I printed that off that program and we got all the bank recons done up to, June. But the ending balance, see. 34,340. This is 344, so we've had some.
Yeah, I don't see where this is right in any way.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Because you look at 2025 budget, which we're operating now,
Right.
it's nowhere near any of these numbers. So there's obviously something wrong with that.
I'll have to have to read it. But the bank recons should be right, because we put in every bank statement. And
But
they
then-
all reconciled,
But this money total has everything in there.
that's everything.
Even we would have to go get appropriations.
Yeah, that's it,
Okay.
that's total. Yeah, that's the total amount. So that's not this year's budget, that's accumulated from previous years that you'd have to get appropriated if you went over budget for this year. The money is in there, but you have to get an appropriation to use the extra money.
Capital improvement plan adoption. I don't see that we can, do we have to adopt it this meeting?
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Even if it's
understand.
flawed?
Yeah, what are we adopting? I don't see a plan here.
This is what she put together for the plan. This was a form that was sent out by the DGLF, and she, this is the form, and she just plugged it in.
I think it's
Yeah.
basically a wish list.
That's
If we
what,
have
that's
extra
what it
money,
is.
spend it on some of this
They
stuff.
just wanna know what you're gonna spend it on
Yeah,
And this
at the end of
isn't,
the year.
this isn't sense.
I guess what I don't understand
It can be
is,
changed. It's just, they just wanna know that you're spending the money.
but how can you add in the additional appropriations money in here if we have to have a special meeting to even get to that? I guess is what I don't understand. And some of this stuff coming out of our general fund for the fire department.
Yeah, this was all new, and she, here is the, I guess, basis for, here was the email. You guys wanna look at that?
could I see?
Sure.
And I guess,
That's what, the email about this whole new thing, and this is all new, so
why,
didn't know what to do with it. So she put it together.
why is fire gear on here if they just got fire gear?
I don't know, it's something that needs to be replaced, it's just.
I think basically it's giving us avenues to send the money somewhere else,
Somewhere else. and
other
then-
than 30% of it to the road.
Right, yeah, I mean, I'd rather buy more, fire gear and have extra than,
Fire here, if she pulled these off the wish list that were out 30 years or something.
yeah,
That we had in the
yeah,
last meeting is where that's coming from.
yeah, that's where it comes from.
Based off of that.
But oh, okay, it does say 2034, okay. So
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's from here. So we just put stuff in there to show that, and like I said, it's not
We have
safe.
things we can spend money on.
Right, yeah.
If we don't use it,
Exactly.
because it might only be $600.
Right.
The year that goes to
Yeah,
this in 2027.
Yeah, it's
I'll take
it's
it.
a giant wish list.
Right, yeah, if you had $600 left, I could take that.
Okay,
Higher.
I move that we adopt the plan.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Because we're gonna have to revisit this September anyway.
Today's the 8th.
Yeah, so the state just made that up and sent it out. It's not even bad.
Like she said, the consultant said that a lot of townships don't even know about it yet.
So that, they just put that in to change it, they're gonna take the 30%.
Yeah,
and put
Well,
in
it probably came out of the
Yeah.
last, state law change.
Right.
yeah,
So this takes effect basically next year.
next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of next
Legislation
year.
affecting local business matters released June 10th. Has to be adopted by September 30th of each year.
Yeah, so it's a yearly thing. And then it had to be uploaded anyway, so this shows our plan. And like she said, the plan can be changed, this is just showing that we've got a plan.
More paperwork to shuffle around.
Yeah. So, did I? That's everything, okay.
And then this is our budget form.
Yeah, that's
That we
the
looked at.
budget, yeah. So then we'll have, our budget, public meeting next month,
Mhm.
and then, adoption will be on October.
Which, October 7th, can you both be here? Because
Yeah.
I can't.
I think I could be
I can't.
October.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I can't.
and then you won't be here September, right?
The 20, is it the
24th.
24th?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna be here.
Okay, but we should,
We should still be,
yeah,
That's kind of when we said it, isn't it?
yeah, so we'll have a public hearing for the budget, September,
Will, you can be here the 7th at 9?
I would think so.
Okay,
yeah.
October?
yeah.
Ooh. Let me go check. What day on October?
Here's the,
It's the Tuesday, the 7th of
Yeah.
October.
Oh, the 7th?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll be back by then.
okay.
yeah, we set that for the morning.
Can't miss October, man.
okay. Then on the budget, over here at the right, some of the changes we want to do. 3% increase on board, pay,
What are we on now?
and my pay
What page are you on?
on the front of the budget.
The tiny writing?
Yeah, at the beginning,
Okay,
yeah, we needed our balances, so over to the right, some things, we changed. And then this, I think it's the township's portion, they wanted us to pay part of the insurance, a third, so that we added that in
where's that at?
on the,
That's right in here, this description of all.
Yeah, on the right,
On the right is a description of all the
Okay, fine.
changes.
Now,
now I just wanted to give the firefighters, $200 increase in there from $300 to $500. And then Kyle's will go up $200 extra. For the budget. Then we had our budget meeting, she joined in with me with that, Sam from, EGLF, and we went over it. And they said it was,
Acceptable.
yeah,
Well, we don't have to, since it's just a viewing, we don't have to, vote on it, correct?
right.
there's
That'll
stuff
be-
on
It's
here
just
that's not
a review.
making sense.
Which one?
Allowance at the very top of the
Right.
fire, but then you go down here and you got clothing allowance again.
That's in 25. To the right, there's two columns there at the top.
So that's why it's in parentheses?
Yeah, at the top is 2025 and then 2026 proposed, so there's two columns. So I asked that same question. It's like, why is that on your lines? She goes,
Did they change the budget? Cause I don't remember where it used to be listed in fire. Paper and supplies.
That's basically operating supplies.
Okay. I'm trying to read it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's small. It was smaller.
Jeez.
I told her to change the landscape on it because it wasn't, but it was smaller.
Okay.
Yeah. So we went over it and looked at it and then went over it with the budget specialist on the DGLF.
So they're increasing our budget?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I don't remember we've ever increased our budget, do you?
Yeah,
It's always been a small up or down.
yeah.
This to me seems like a lot.
Adjusting for inflation.
Yeah.
And then next year they'll take it away.
We got it back, they increased property tax, assessment, so they got it back.
Work for the state.
Okay, anything from the, any
I'm just wanting to
members?
retire.
Any members have anything to bring?
I have a question, and I meant to do this earlier. On what was passed out at our last meeting. And we had all these, what their total was for the year, and you paid Taylor's $53.34 for insurance, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we left out $4,800 for clothing allotment.
Yeah,
I don't remember the exact numbers.
I think I had 4,800 is what you guys came up with. Now, looking at this budget here, if I'm reading it right, we said their budget was 15.5. But this, if I'm reading it right, 17.5?
which one?
For 2025, what we adopted is 17.5.
Which one are you looking at?
This, for 2025, if I'm reading this right, 17.5. I thought it was 15, and what you had told us in the last meeting, it was 15.5.
I'm not sure, she helped with this, she took everything off of our annual report.
Well, if you look at it, 25 accepted, 26.5. Then you look at 26 proposed.
No, not the cume, the other fire
Oh,
one.
okay.
Does that say 17.5?
Yeah,
Okay, well, then they were getting 53.66, split in half. So you guys got a check for 27.49.33.
yeah,
It wasn't?
4,200 and.
according to contract.
The contract was 84
Yeah.
something.
I,
From,
And there was the money left over,
that was on
For
the
the
contract, yeah.
and what did we leave? At $300, I mean, did we leave, we kind of
okay,
monkeyed
so
around
that
with that
would be.
number to make it all work out,
Yeah,
because we still kept more back in case there's more numbers.
right, yeah,
Okay, well, see, even with 17.5, you took out the 53.34 for insurance, 4,800 we're keeping for clothing allotment, they should have only got 36.83. And then from what we got,
that's what we put in the contract. We had that figured out for the contract and wrote that in. I didn't bring the contract with me, so.
this is what I mean, this is the figures I'm coming up
You have the
with.
contract?
And then this report you had given us, and this was up through March of 2025, they have already spent 26.16.67. I'm just not wanting you to go over for your end of year, but
Well, the thing is, we've already signed the contract, so
yeah, and this even says here 15.5.
Okay, there. This is blank one.
Hmm.
This is the blank one. Did I give you a copy of the one that we filled in? I didn't give you a copy of that.
And so,
That's at home. I don't have it with me.
It's just something you might check into before next meeting.
Okay, check into. Okay, explain it again.
Well, this paper that was given to us the last meeting, it says the budget was 15.5 for fire. This one says 17.5. So if we go with 17.5 and then you take away the 53.34 you paid in insurance, plus the 4,800 we're holding back
Yeah,
for clothing allotment, that leaves 73.66. Half of that's 36.83. And then if they spent this, which you might want to check, but I show they spent 26.16.67 in the first 3 months of the year, according to this.
according to that.
Yes, it says this is up through
25.
of 3/31/25. And this you handed out at our last meeting.
Okay,
That's what it is. I don't know.
I don't
It
know.
doesn't say. It just gives the numbers. I think I looked it up and the 176.04 and the 2140 went to fire territory. Came out of fire fund.
How much was it?
140, because it says right here,
Yeah, we had two expenses for that.
176.04 and 1240, and then also $900 in insurance.
Right,
So the total of that's 2616.67. There's $300 here. I don't know what it's for. It says there's a $300 check here. It's $13.92 on 129.25. I don't know if that's something that came back in or
$300.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it donated.
Well, it's saying it's a debt, not a credit.
Where's that amount? I'm confused.
This that you passed out the last meeting.
Okay. I don't have that with me. I just had to go get it. Bank statements here.
Yeah, everybody had to pay that much.
I didn't realize it was coming up.
All three days. No, it came out of the fire fund. You can't take that from fire.
They got the RT insurance here in January.
Mm-hmm. $300. I don't know if it came back in or if it went out, but it shows $300 as a debt.
Is that on the one for this month? That I handed out today,
No. Oh, on this stuff,
the $300. That's what I was looking at, is this bank statements.
it's check number 1392. Ryan Gray.
Oh, he cashed it.
And then there was the $900 in insurance.
Yeah,
And then the 176.04, between the $900 and 176.04 and the 1240.63, that came out to, with the 326.67 that's come out this year, a fire fund.
okay.
But then we had $300, so that would cancel the person who donated it back.
Yeah,
That would cancel out the $300.
okay. Then I wrote out Kyle a check. Did you cash out yet?
For the contract,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know how much it was?
42,
I got that right off the contract.
said 42.89.
I just don't want you to go over.
Right. Well, but if it does this year, we might have a meeting for special appropriations.
We have to add, do we have to advertise that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 23/16/67, since we know that one check came back in. There's $760.33 left in there.
How much?
$760.33.
Okay. Left in the fire fund?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Jim's here. I'm still getting used to these new reports.
And that's if it's 17.5, because that's what the paper you handed us said for the improvement, whatever. But this one that you handed us last meeting says 15.5.
Okay,
That's a $2,000 difference.
right,
And if it's 15.5, then we've already gone over.
in the fire fund.
Mm-hmm.
And we still have our December check to make out. If I can get on my computer. Live streaming. Think I can open up a new tab while that's live streaming?
Sounds like danger.
Yeah, I can look it up on the program. We might have to just make a special appropriation.
We just need to find out
Right.
what the budget is, because
Yeah.
if it's a 15.5 like this paper says, you're over 1239.67 right now.
Okay, I'll have to look it up. I don't wanna mess with this. It's on.
Okay.
I can't solve tonight anyway, so.
Yeah. So check on the fire fund balance.
Anybody else have anything? Make a motion, or is anybody make a motion to close the meeting?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And did you guys get your copies and all that?
Yes.
I think somebody's missing some.
For 6 months.
That's.
You wanna cut the camera?
Yeah,